Good morning, everyone. Saw some people out there waiting on the stream. So, our goal today, as requested by my community, is to do a Project Zomboid stream. And give me just a second. Cool. All right, got all that set up. All right. Now, I was thinking about doing some, mods and seeing how that goes, as well as, doing a little different start than I normally do. Good morning, David. How's it going? And so one of the mod sets I was looking at is a Tetris inventory system, where basically it replaces the current list inventory system with a grid-based inventory system. Yeah, I feel that waking up. I'm still technically working my way through my first caffeine of the morning. So, I've been thinking about trying out one of these inventory mods, just seeing how that goes. Because, don't get me wrong, I like Vanilla Project Zomboid is perfectly workable for me, but, let's try something else. I got you humming it? Okay. You play a lot of Tetris there, David, back in the day? I know another one of our friends did. Now this does require... Ah, yes. Phoenix Point. I know you like that game. And yeah, old Game Boy Tetris, man, back in the day. It was a thing to do on long car rides and stuff. Alright, so let's see here. Um, so we need to... Do we need equipment UI? Okay, no, I know what you mean. I had an original Game Boy as well. You know, that old brick of a gaming system with the tiny little screen. Alright, so we want equipment UI, grid-based inventory, all the mods overhaul. Okay, so let's go find equipment UI. So we'll subscribe to that one. Yep, and 4 AA batteries. I'm gonna go open that one in a new tab. Subscribe to it. No, I just unsubscribed. Come on. Go. And this one. And then we should be able to do this one. There we go. Subscribe to all. There we go. Okay. Close these. Now the next thing, what is this? Flesh meat. What's this do? Red vine here has been reported. I'm not sure. This looks like some sort of fantasy mod for the game. I'm trying to decide if I want to do any more mods. If we're just going to mess with the um, inventory mod. I'm also trying to decide what our final challenge, what our real challenge should be of this run. I've already kind of got some ideas, like when I'm going to turn up XP gain, because I think we should do a little faster XP gain. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long and slow build. Oh. This looks interesting. This is a thing that changes the forge icons. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a challenge run. So this one, okay, interesting. Yeah, this one makes it easier to pick stuff up. I'm not gonna mess with that one. So to understand, David, basically, my idea is that I've been doing a fairly standard survivor run in my previous playthroughs, but in this episode of Project Zomboid, we are going to make a new world with some custom settings, and I'm trying to decide how challenging of a world I want it to be. Rock sculpture thing like statues. I mean, we could try doing some big building because that's part of the reason I was going to turn up the XP gain so that I gain XP a bit faster. So it's faster for me to level up the skills required to do a lot of construction and building and making stuff. But let's see here. I mean, this game doesn't really have any set goals, but yeah, no, I was looking at more just making it a more difficult run. Make a tombstone and slash mausoleum to confuse the future archaeologists. I mean, we could do that. We could do that where we. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, new chat. Here's the idea. So we're gonna play. We're probably gonna turn down in the infection rate just a hair, and basically, we're gonna start out with the goal to clear an entire town. And every zombie that has their ID card on them, we'll build like a mausoleum, put them in there, and put down like a tombstone with their name on it. But what do you think? For every zombie whose name we can identify. How does that sound? It's a bit different. I've never done that before. Alright. If we could exercise with corpses. Oh, actually, I kind of like this one. Hold on. Let me go look at this one. This one might be good. This one might be useful. Your current fitness level, for example, level 1 you're getting. Default off. All right, no, I'm getting this one too. There we go. All right, we're gonna stop there for messing around, and I'm gonna take us into Project Zomboid here. There it is. All right, so we're only playing with 5 mods right now. One that just redoes the inventory system, and one that'll make it so we gain fitness and XP while dragging bodies. So there we go. We're going to switch this over to Project Zomboid here. Turn off display capture. Come on, Project Zomboid. Load up for me. I might have to check the mod load order here. Make sure it's loading correctly. Project Zomboid. There it goes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, yes, turn that on. Alright. So we're going to do a solo run. We're going to do a custom sandbox. Actually, let me go back. Let me check something here. Let me check my mods. Yeah, I understand. Okay. So, load order. So we want this one. We want this one. We want all those. There we go. Ignore this, do not enable this. Okay. Let's do mod order here. This one needs to be down here. There we go. I think that's everything. Except. There we go. This is my first time ever actually modding a Project Zomboid playthrough, by the way. Alright. So, like, you know, we were talking about some of the challenges. So, for example, there's this one, which is a really terrible start, basically. The challenge inspired by really bad day scenario from the awesome, wonderful, must-play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, which at some point I will do a Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead series / stream or something, because I've been watching other people play that game, and I really want to play that game. Okay, there we go. Sorry, got momentarily distracted as my wife was saying she wanted the tissues. So I thought about doing this as our stream today. And I think I'll do that for the next Zomboid stream, because this one's just rough. Like, you start off, you're like sick, you're drunk / hungover, your house is on fire, just like everything that could go wrong in a starting situation has. And there's like zombies in the house stuff. So we're gonna do a run of that at some point. Then there's Last Stand, House in the Woods, where you're basically trying to fortify your house out in the woods against hordes of zombies. Winter is coming, and you just go straight into winter in the middle of July. And I think it's a forever winter, if I remember correctly in this one. But anyways, we're gonna do custom sandbox for this particular run today. And I actually recently released a video about what all the custom sandbox settings do. So there we go. Is this just... Okay, so that just takes me back in there. Alright, so I was just making sure that I didn't need to go in there and enable the mods or anything. Alright, so... What town do people want me to start in? We've got Maldrow, which is kind of your bog standard. Got a main road through it. Gas station, hospital, some hotels, church, police station. It's actually got 2 gas stations and like a power plant, and then there's like a logging place over here and some other stuff, radio tower. You know, overall, not a bad little town. We got Echo Creek, which is a small little town over here, kind of down the road from Aldrow. They've got like a repair park, a trailer park, looks like a car repair shop maybe. A church, and then like a farm store. So in case you want to get into farming, Echo Creek's an excellent choice, by the way. You got Riverside, which is up here, kind of northeast of Maldrow. It's on the river, and has a great access point if you want to get into West Point, and then over into Louisville, because you can't start in Louisville. Rosewood, it's kind of just a little east of Maldrow. It's a small town, usually not too bad. Can be a little bit of a challenge, though, because of how it's laid out. And West Point, it's an interesting one. It's the easiest if you want to get into Louisville early, because as far as if that's your goal. However, it can be a bit of a run. Have you tried take over the wildlife center near Echo? I have not tried that. I have taken over the farm store there before. So now in today's run, as David and I were talking just before you arrived, Spry Guy, we were talking about trying to clear out a town, and he's kind of given me the challenge of every zombie who's carrying like an ID card or something, so we can identify who this person used to be. We're gonna have to build like a little mausoleum and grave with a tombstone marker with their name on it or something along that line. So now I'm just trying to decide which town I want to go into. Do you want me to do Echo Creek? We could do Echo Creek. I've only done it once before. It's also kind of nice. It's got, you know, if you find a working car, it's got good access to 3 other towns. And I do like foraging and kind of wilderness stuff. Yeah, we'll do Echo Creek. We'll do Echo Creek. Alright, let's see here. Day length, we're going to shorten that down to like an hour. Let's see here. Months, I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just leave that all the same. Zombies. I'm going to turn this down to saliva only for this one. So only if you get bitten. Let's see here. Anything else I want to change about the zombies? I don't think I'm going to change anything about the zombies here. Let's see here. Destruction prevents respawn's fine. Loot rarity. Let's see here. Default's 0.6. What is this set to now? I don't even know what the custom setting means on that. No, we'll just leave that as is. It's fine. It's whatever. World. We'll leave all that. Same up there. Generator range is fine. It's 0.6? Okay. That's what I thought. Rare. That's fine. So it's basically the default. Cool. Rotten food removal is fine. Food spoilage is fine. Leave all that the same. Nature. Leave that same as well. Meta. Good. Okay, good. The generator fuel consumption was set to 0.1 instead of like the 3 or whatever it was. It got messed up to in the recent update originally. Alright, cool. Good. Character. Alright. Now, I did want to change the XP gain. Alright, let's see here. Global XP multiplier. Yeah, I was going to change this to like 2 or 3. We'll do 3. That way. Because I want to gain XP a little faster, because I don't intend on doing this as like a long-term series. Alright. So vehicles. That's fine. Livestock's fine. Inventory tretness. Alright, here's a question for chat. Should I turn on the vanilla container capacity while also using inventory Tetris, or just leave it as the inventory Tetris standards? What do y'all think? Oh, we could also do a search now. Interesting. Yeah, we're definitely going to turn that on. Leave it? Okay. Alright. Well, in that case, we're going to go next. We'll just leave all that as is. And now we get to decide our starting build. Lots of options. I kind of want to do something I haven't done before. Never done actually like nurse before. We could also just do a custom one. What are people thinking? What do y'all want to see me do? I could always go illiterate. That'd be interesting. Custom. You use illiterate? Or you use the inventory mods? Ooh, I definitely want crafty, I think. Oh, but you use the learn to read mod. Okay, I see. I actually looked at that one earlier when I was getting set up. Thought about it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, though. In context. Actually, since we're planning on building, like, little mausoleums and stuff, let's go with Mason. That way we can make things out of stone and whatnot. Let's see here. Let's go with kind of my standard defaults. We'll take High Thirst and Sunday Driver. And then... let's see here. I did Slow Reader last time. Let's do something else. We'll do Slow Healer. And then I kind of want Herbalist. Yeah, so we'll get Herbalist. And let's get a... actually, here's a question. Spry Guy, since you seem to have some more knowledge about these mods. Do you know if Organized affects the inventory Tetris mods? Well, it says containers. I don't know if that would affect your personal inventory. It doesn't, does it? Oh, you don't know that you've ever used it? Yeah, so I was thinking about this. And I think it actually only affects things like boxes and stuff in the world. Because they normally have a capacity of like 50 volume or whatever. And I think this just increases that for your character. I don't know if we really want to waste our points on that one. There we go. We'll take Resilient. Resilient will be good. There we go. This will be an interesting little build. Give us some survivability and some chances of working in masonry. Alright. Kurt Kitchen. You know what? I kind of like just the random dude to solid who picked me out here. Yeah. We'll go with Kurt Kitchen. There we go. I just realized my volume is like really high up on the game. Is the game too loud for you guys? Nope, good. Alright, cool. I just happened to look over at my audio system there, and noticed it was spiking up pretty high on Zomboid there for a second. Alright, yep, know all that. Cool. Let's see here. Oh, I like this. I like this inventory grid. So that's the ground. It's inventory. What is this? Alright. This is something I have to get used to. Oh, I'm gonna have to get like a backpack or something. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and go into crouch. There we go. Let's see here. We got lots of magazines and stuff. Okay, anything in here? Got a car key. Oh. We're gonna have to... I should have done the whole, like, starting kit where you start with a backpack. I'm realizing here. Or I'm gonna need to find a sheet or something here. Painkillers, books. Alright. I didn't think about the fact that having the inventory mod basically means you have no pocket space. Oh, we got some gloves. They do technically provide defense, interestingly enough. There we go. Got food. I actually like this inventory grid. Oh, that pot's huge. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay. Saw a car key somewhere around here. I think it was this box? Or was it down here in this? No. Where was it? No. That was by the gun on the floor. Yeah, I saw my key ring. But I think the car key was actually... Was it in the... Yeah, it was in here. Here's the car key. We'll put that in my offhand. No, you're fine. You're fine. I knew my key ring was there. Let's see here. Let's go into key ring. Let's do that. Come here. Where'd my key ring go? There it is. I'm going to put this in the offhand. Okay. Come on. Oh, looks like I can't open the key ring. That's interesting. Alright. What do we have out here? Got a dirty bandage and a soda. There's a box out here. Anything in the box? Another soda. These people liked their soda at this house. Alright, let's sneak over here. It's not gonna let me. Can we get inside of it? There we go. Nope. It's locked. Dang. Alright, well, let's try and sneak into this house and see if we can't find a bag of some sort. And it's locked. Come on. There we go. And no house alarm. Fantastic. Alright, nothing in there. You know, that's a good question. Sometimes you start in your own house, sometimes you don't. Most of the time you don't. Alright, can opener. Fresh, uncooked sausage. Just sitting here. Okay, that's another shelf fridge. Alright. I was confused by that for a second. Alright, anybody in here? No. Perfect. Yes, we found a sheet. Alright, we're gonna make a sling bag. You know, that is a good question, though, about why are you always starting in someone else's house? There we go. Now we have space to carry stuff. Although, with our limited inventory space, that is going to mean we're going to have to be a bit more selective of what we can carry. There's a pillow. We could have a pillow. Alright. Yeah, we're thirsty. Drink. Okay. Be nice to find something that we can carry some water in now. You know what? This pipe wrench just became our weapon. There we go. Cool. So now we have a weapon. Gets pretty busy, but makes a good base. Alright, we'll have to check it out. Do you know where it is in town? Like, here, let's take a look at the map here. So I know we're here. Is it on like this side of town? Because I've never found it, or at least never been to it that I'm aware of. So. Okay, let's head back to our house that we started in, and see if we can find anything. Ooh, we found some scrap metal. Don't need that though. Because I know the farm center is over on the north side of town, basically. At least I consider this corner up here north. I don't think it's actually north. Okay, it's just past the garden store. Good to know. Alright, so I'm going to grab this soda. So I think we're going to go kind of nomadic here. take the gun. Can I put this on my belt? No, I need a holster for that, don't I? We can take some of these magazines with us. Since our goal is to try and, like, clear the town. It's past the church. Got it. Alright, let's see what other non-perishable food items we've got laying around. What is this? Basting brush. Don't need that. We will take the can opener, just because those are really useful to have. It's empty. We'll take this. We will take this one. Oh, that takes up more space than I thought it did. Yeah, the garden store is the place I was talking about. Yeah. Hot sauce, fresh ham. Needs to be sliced. Cooked fish. Okay, so we do have a stove in here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of this meat here. We're just going to cook it up real quick. There it is. I'm just going to cook up some of this. But yeah, I was talking about the garden store. That's where I did kind of like my... Last time I came and played in Echo Creek, I ended up hanging out at the garden store for like a few days. The main problem I found with it is it didn't have any good food stores or anything like that stored up there. So I was having to do a lot of foraging to try and feed my character, which ended up leading me outside a lot. Which actually is what got me killed. I got bitten by a zombie while out foraging at one point. Okay, so that's cooked. Ah, so there are animals at the wildlife place? Okay, it's good to know. Are they just like wild animals, or are they like domesticated animals? Are we talking like deer and stuff that you can hunt? Or are we talking about like there's some sheep and things up there? Because I actually haven't tried the hunting since I've updated to 4. Sheep and chickens. Oh, nice. That's really good. I had chickens in one of my last playthroughs. There we go. Cool. Alright. And I think there was another soda in this thing here. We'll take with us. Just for a little more to drink. There we go. Got a zombie down here. Let's see here. Took you a few days to clear it out. Yep, not surprising. Let's see here. So I have shoes. I have pants. We're thirsty already. Wow. I'm not surprised, though. Some of these places can be kind of rough. Okay. Which one do we... We don't have the key to this one. Oh, that one's locked. What about this guy? Don't have the key to this one either. Is it locked? Yes, it is. I think the key that we found goes to this car that's south of us here. Oh, good. There's a house for sale here. Come on, go down, please. There we go. Anything interesting on the zombie? Not really. Well, we got the watch. We'll take the watch. There you go. Okay, getting a little hungry, so we'll eat like half of that. There we go. Alright, we checked out this one. Now, is this the car that we found a key to? No. It is not. Okay, I still don't know what car we found a key to then. Oh. That XP gain multiplier is, it's really doing a lot there. Okay, well, let's keep searching then. Yeah, I always play on normal XP gain rates. Oh, there's a lot of zombies over there. They're coming too. Oh, we found some rotten broccoli.
Zombies. Oh.
That's probably what, about 10-ish zombies over there. 10 is more zombies than you want to fight at once, bud. I think we only got 3. Anything interesting? Just a paring knife. Which a paring knife might be useful. Come here. Next. There we go. Alright. 2 zombies down. Anything of interest on these guys? Not really. Got some pants and stuff, but nothing of value. Okay. You had the knife. Oh. We also got our first zombie with an ID card.
Zombies have ID cards?
This one does, bud. My son's asking questions for those curious who I'm talking to. Alright, let's see here. There we go. We're gonna drink this and get rid of it. It's a oh, that was a mistake. Okay. This one had the ID card, so that's that guy. Grab. Corpse. There we go. I'm gonna separate this one out so we know this is the one that had the ID card. How long is that gonna last? Alright, ground. Want a wrench back. There we go. Alright, we're gonna need a shovel or something. Does this one have an ID card? No. Okay. What can I build here? That's crafting. Forgetting they've changed the menus on me here. Alright. Masonry. Brick wall miscellaneous. Decorative coffin. Crude wooden cross. Okay. Alright. So we need some branches, a long stick, some rags. I think we can do all that. We're also going to need a shovel. Alright. Let's go in here. This house is open. This person was doing some electronics crafting in here. My game lagged on me there slightly. Lay knife. Yeah, we got a friend outside. Let's go deal with him here. Come here. There we go. Okay. Ooh, we can get a better watch. Alright. Set alarm. Good, no alarm. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's go back to looking for a shovel. Or we're gonna have to make one. Does this person have an ID on them? No. We got some sparklers. Oh, we found some chocolate milk. There we go. That'll make us much happier here in the apocalypse. Ooh, a kitchen knife. No, I was hoping that was a hunting knife. Got some cereal. What's this? Ooh, here we go. Got a welding magazine. Go ahead and read that real quick. Get some recipes unlocked. Or apparently attract the neighbors. Okay, good. I sell my wrench. Good. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to do this in here. Down. Come on. That's enough. There we go. Alright. Nothing on this one either. Oh, got a jacket and a wallet, which has an ID. They have an ID. Okay. So this zombie has an ID. Yeah. Alright. Let's fix this TV situation. First off, it should be set down to like the minimum volume. Secondly, if we're gonna have it on, it should be life and living. Oh, the woodcraft show's on. Got a photo album, magazine. Alright. How are we doing skill-wise? Yep, we leveled up our carpentry. Probably gonna level up a couple times here because of our XP gain rate being turned up. We're thirsty again. I'm just gonna drink one of these sodas just to get rid of it. Where is game? Pudding. Okay, make pipe. I don't want that. I just want to drink the can. Is this thing... What's going on with this? What is up with this? Oh, it's empty. Oh, good lord. These are empties. I can read. Oh, man. Okay. What are you watching now? There we go. Alright. Guys, we're going to finish exploring the house. So we've already dealt with one zombie in here. A couple others that wandered in. Pins, tissue. Oh, we got a beanie. We'll take the beanie. Oh, we got another bag. Here we go. And that's going to go in our secondary. Just so we have a little more storage capacity. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Anything in the bathroom here? Nothing of great value. We will go ahead and drink some water. What about the trash can? Anything in there? No, nothing in the trash can. Okay. Still looking for a shovel. So how's everybody out there in Chatland doing? You all doing good? Wow, that trash bag is huge. That would give me double capacity in a sense. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Burger's rotten. Put it in the dumpster. There we go. Beautiful. Now we have even more storage capacity. Empty beer bottle. Another trash bag. You know, doing. Gotcha. I gotcha. Kinda how we all are these days. Oh, wow. There's more of them over here than I thought there were. Someone's got a knife, though. Alright, so that's one down. Come on. Come on. That's another one down. Got a red watch. I prefer my black watch. Keys, earrings, old-fashioned can opener. There's the third. There's the third one. Nope, we got two more, actually. Alright. Come on. Got a vest, but don't need it right now. It is summer. There we go. What about this zombie? Nothing. Okay. Alright. Anything in this mailbox? Nothing. Alright, let's see. Oh, we're getting more sneaking XP. Oh, that's because there's a lot of zombies in there. What is that over there? What am I looking at? I'm not sure what that is. I wonder if that's supposed to be like a that looks like a camera, actually. Alright. Any bathroom zombies? Good, no bathroom zombies. Ooh, we got some medical supplies, which we'll take. Not sure the hair dye is going to be super useful, but we will also over here go ahead and drink real quick. There's in the rain. Don't really care about the VHS. There we go. Anything in here? Just tissues and a bra. Don't need either one of those. Oh, that zombie nearly wandered in here. That would have been unfortunate. This one has some ginger ale in it. We'll take the ginger ale bottle. And we'll take the bottle opener just so for future use. Another kitchen knife. Need some sharpening. Ooh, canned tuna. Uncooked. Fresh frozen, fresh frozen. Whetstones. Nice. Oh, we got some more medical supplies. Some matches. I feel like pliers have a use. I'm going to take the pliers and the funnel. Okay, well, I think they've noticed me. I don't think sneaking's going to help at this point. Or maybe not. That one has an axe, though. We want the axe. Took a risk there, but we got him. Got him. Alright. That one has an ID as well. And there we go. Got a hatchet. Beautiful. This one also has an ID. Alright. As soon as we find a shovel, we can start our whole, like, burying the zombies and stuff. Oh, there's a rag. We'll take the rag for now. Traditional American red solo cup there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a video camera. Now I'm getting a closer look at it. Oh, zoomed in a little far. Okay, so we've killed some zombies up here. I don't know that I've explored this house, though. I'm definitely hearing zombies somewhere. Yep. Okay, got that one. Come here. This one has an ID as well. God, what is going on with my... Alright, what is going on here with my... You've not tried getting into Louisville? Neither have I. I have not. I've also not tried going into Louisville yet. Like, I keep getting to the point where I'm getting, like, fairly comfortable in runs, and then not making it into Louisville. Alright, something is going on with my... Anyone else noticing that it keeps, like, shrinking my display here on this? Since you all seem to have, since Spry Guy, you seem to have a bit more experience with this. Do you know what's causing that bug? Oh yeah, no. Louisville's crowded as all get out in this game when it comes to zombies. Ooh, tape. Tape is good. We can use tape to fix things. Let's see here. Oh, you've never used this particular mod? Okay. I have to do some research on that at some point. Let's see if I can't figure out why it's doing that. Oh, nothing in this fridge. I got some raw meat there. Not helpful. And what about this one? Ah, yes, some honey, can of oats, and a dead mouse. I'm not quite desperate for the dead mouse yet. Nothing of that. Yep, that's all I want. What about in here? Just some clothes. This one? What's that? A butter catalog for a machinery catalog. Interesting. Oh, we got some more matches. I can stack them. I use the clean one, and it has a lock to keep it from doing it. The clean one. Okay. Gonna take this pencil as well. So I have to figure that out. And you're on build 42, right? Right, guy? Clean inventory. Okay. Alright, let me check something here. I'm gonna go look at that clean inventory mod real quick. I'm looking that up on the mod thing here real quick, if I can. Alright. So clean dirt, inventory reinvented. Inventory Tetris 5 beta. There's inventory Tetris improved. You filtered this down to build 42 things. Clean inventory. Why am I not seeing this one? Hmm. Let's see here. It's got to pop up in here somewhere. Let me sort by. No, no. Okay. It's not the clean UI mod, is it? Okay. Okay, I also think I found what I'm looking for. Hold on. Let me save my game real quick. Let me quit the desktop for a second. Because I found one that's an update for this inventory issue. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So apparently that's the whole resizing inventory pain thing is actually a bug that one of the people noticed on the forums, and has actually released a patch to fix that for this mod. We're gonna install that real quick. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to chat. Get back into here. We're gonna turn this on. And mod order. Just move that up a little bit. Go accept. See if that fixes it. Accept. There we go. Back. So I think it depends on the mods you use. This is actually my first time ever playing this game with mods. Normally I don't play with mods at all. So I'm actually playing with an inventory mod right now, as well as a mod that lets you get XP when you drag corpses around for strength and fitness. There we go. Alright, so let's check. Oh good, that has fixed that. So there we go. Beautiful. Okay. We were having a problem where this screen over here was shrinking on us every time we went into it. Alright. And my chat has given me the challenge of every time I encounter a zombie with some form of ID on them, I have to find some way to bury and mark their grave. Now we're also running 3 times XP on this, just because I intend this to be kind of a one-off stream. So right now I'm working on finding a shovel so I can bury some of these zombies. And I'm using a inventory Tetris mod set. That's about the only real difference as to what's going on from a normal playthrough. This one locked. Oh, it's open. Ooh, found a tarp. Come on. Okay, so the back is open, but not the sides. Interesting. So, still need to find the keys to that. But again, as I was saying earlier, we'll take this dirty bandage, we can clean that up. I think it really depends on the mods. Like in this case, this inventory Tetris mod, it's actually making my life more difficult. Got a sanity mod that lets you perform rituals like the exercise system that gives you stacking mental buffs, like you meditate. Ah, clean UI. Okay, that was one you had, Spray Guy. And as far as the sanity mod, I think that would be pretty cool. You know, I don't have a problem with that. You also use a clean hotbar. Yeah, I haven't really messed with the clean UI stuff yet, but I'm gonna have to look at those now. But I think a sanity system for this game would be great, honestly. Let's see here. I'm gonna take this welding magazine here. Okay. There we go. Because honestly, if I had my way, so one of the games that I follow, but I've not, really braved up enough to play, is a game called, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Yeah, see? You're right. Burying zombies could be a thing. They could absolutely be part of that sanity system, because it's not something you're required to do for survival, but it would probably make your character feel better. Oh, I've lost my trash bag. Where'd my trash bag go? No. Oh, it's outside. Apparently I can ring it in through the window with me. Okay. Okay. Had me worried there for a second, game. Lord. Yeah, no, that would be a really cool feature to add. And as I was saying, a game that I follow is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And I've thought heavily, like, if I could get all the stuff in that game in Project Zomboid, that would be the game I'm looking for, like, as far as, like, zombie survival games go. I'm just gonna eat these pickles real quick. No, so Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is actually a separate game. there is a Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead inspired scenario and start in Project Zomboid that references that game. Because Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, from what I can see, in some ways is a much more difficult game than even Project Zomboid is by default. But again, that just like Project Zomboid, you can kind of, customize all that to varying degrees. Yeah, it's like the Dwarf Fortress levels of subsystems that makes the game good. Yeah, no, exactly. It's ridiculous. The amount of stuff that goes in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Can I stack these keys? No, I cannot stack these keys. As I said, I haven't really like braved up to do a real playthrough of it yet. I have the game. I keep looking at it, thinking, man, one of these days I'm going to play it. You know. Especially because I really like some of the aspects in it. Man, I'm gonna have to like bed down for the night, I think. Yeah, it's because I play other roguelikes as well. We're just gonna risk it. We're just gonna turn off this light. We're gonna sleep in here for the evening. Yeah. And I'll be honest, like, don't get me wrong, I like roguelikes. I like some of those older style games and stuff. But I could not play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead without like a tile set and things. I would struggle. Like I don't really do well reading what is it they call that particular look? Where they're using like just letters and numbers to represent things on the map. I struggle with that particular style of game map. So I'd have to use one of the tile packs. Thankfully, it comes with tile packs. At least the Steam version does. Why is this cow's milk still good and in the trash can? I'm confused by this, but I'm not going to complain. Have a survival first, roguelike second experience with extremely lengthy, granular progression. No, I agree. I can see your point there. Like as I said, if I could have like all the crazy customization work that I could do and say, why is there fresh steak on this table? It is still cooked. Anyways, if I could have like all the like stuff you can do in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, but in Project Zomboid, that would be amazing. Especially because you could customize it down to make it where you could do a long-term survival. This person had a nice meal before they died or whatever. Experience while also, having the challenges and stuff that could be out there. Oh, got some more canned tuna. Can that stack? That can stack. Okay. If I'm being fair about it, I think it's kind of unfair. I hate the devs get for not giving us a robust electric and plumbing or other granular subsystems because so much of the game is defined by cruel resets. Oh yeah, no. Like even vanilla Zomboid is perfectly fine, and I think the devs are perfectly fine in what they're doing, and they're working hard. I mean, think about how long they've been working on this game, and they're trying to improve everything. Like, you're not going to hear me giving the devs any kind of hate like that, because, first off, I've been a developer. It's not easy. We're going to take this cupcake as a little treat for my character. But yeah, no, like I love multiplayer, and I can't wait for them to fully finish getting multiplayer like sorted out for Project Zomboid Build 42, because that'll be great for making a nice long-term playthrough with your friends. would be great with 42, especially with all the extra crafting they've added and stuff. Matter of fact, some of my friends and I keep looking at it and keep talking about the build 42 updates and stuff as they come out occasionally, because we're thinking about our next long-term playthrough once they get the multiplayer sorted. I actually have not played any of the Battlefield games. But I have seen some videos of that where you can basically take over other NPCs and stuff. Letting my character watch some TV. Let's see what. I'll turn the volume down on it. Let's see if there's anything on Life and Living. Yeah, that's part of the reason I keep watching it. So that's part of the reason I got back into Project Zomboid recently, is because they're gearing up on working on the multiplayer a lot. So nothing on Life and Living today. This house is in an interesting state. Lots of food in that house. Oh, character's thirsty. Let's drink this milk. That'll make my character happy. And let us get an item out of our inventory. Okay. Those had like it'd spawn in and you would quick swap. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like a I gotcha. Oh, now here's a question. Was it like a top-down game, or was it still like first-person shooter when it was that way? Scrap copper, welding stuff. So if we want to do welding, we got all the stuff we need here. Oh, here we go. We got a zombie. Come on, go down. There we go. No ID on that guy. This house is locked. Okay, that window's permanently locked. No, it was an FPS. Okay. Yeah, I had lots of friends that played it, but I never did. Not because I have a problem with FPSs or anything. I've actually played a number of FPSs over the years. It's just not my typical game style. Because I tend to be a survival game type person. One of these days I'm going to find a water bottle besides this soda bottle I'm carrying around. Wow. Just having, like, no luck with tools in this trailer park. Oh, absolutely. That's the other major thing that I'm kind of waiting for is NPCs. There used to be some mods out there that added NPCs, but I don't think many of them have been updated for 42 yet, or at least not that I've seen. Oh, we got a zombie in that one. Yeah. I agree that it needs a system similar to that. Okay, so you think it should have like a group mechanic where you have multiple, effectively, player characters you're keeping around. So that's one of the things that Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead has. I know you can actually take over as, if you have an NPC companion or whatever, you can actually take over as them. But it doesn't really, but you don't control them like a PC. What am I doing? I actually need to go open the door. So I kind of get what you're getting at, where you has like a squad mechanic. And they're all your character effectively. I could see desire for that. I think there's a game similar to that out there called like Survivor Strain or something like that. I have it in my inventory. And there are other games similar, like Kinshi, where you get a where you can build a squad. You can control all of them like the same way you would your starting character. Which I played a lot of Kinshi over the years as well. All right, let's throw this in my long-term food thing here. Butter, frozen peas. Yeah. You just dies. You just control a new one. Yeah. What's this? They run out of dudes. So, what you're kind of describing almost sounds like, you know, you start with a set number of characters, so you can't get and recruit more, which, I mean, makes sense. I could definitely see use for that, or an enjoyable playstyle of that in this game. Man, I'm just not finding a lot. Like, even a proper backpack would be nice. What's that? Teaches make wine glass, teaches make lantern glass. You know what? We'll take it. But I would like to see like an NPC system added to this game, or system for similar to what you're discussing. Ooh, found a generator magazine. I'm gonna go ahead and read that real quick. Or use generators, because that's something else that I know they've been working on. Is NPCs and stuff, which I would like to see. No strict lives idea is fine, but I like recruitment and morals as a type of systems. As the virus takes over, eventually there's no lone survivors yet. And the big game is just about, you know, compound, like, permanent until... Yeah, no. See, what you're talking about would be great with the NPC system, because then you could recruit NPCs to do that. And yeah, you could definitely, they should definitely set it up so one of the options would be like there's a limited spawn of NPCs, and a limited number of them would even consider joining you as part of your team or whatever. And then, of course, some could be enemies that you're competing with resources for, and some could just be, like, neutral, like, we'll trade with you, but we're not going to hang out with you. You know, there's lots of things they can do with the NPC system once they get it fleshed out and figured out. There is a mod for it now? I knew they had made some for some of the previous versions. I didn't know if they had updated them to build 42 yet. Uh-oh. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. It's locked. Well, we'll let them come out to us. But there's large but unrealistic upper boundary. Well, that's kind of the thing about this game is, you know, you can theoretically get your character set up to where, you know, they're never going to die. Okay, you think it's been soft-ported. Yeah, I never actually played with the Week 1 mod. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen, like, a lot of other people have played with it, obviously. But I've never tried it out. This guy's never going to get through that door, is he? Right. It's rough. Yeah, I've heard it is. But again, I've never tried it. Yeah, this is actually my first time playing with any mods. Okay. come on. Gonna have to do our retreating fight here. Well, the idea is the challenge becomes your super main PC has to protect like 4 of the dorks who are chemistry and blacksmithing alts. Okay, no, yeah, no, I see what you're getting at. Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of the same way you play Kenshi at some points, you know, where you'll have like your group of fighters who their job is to fight, and then you have a group of crafters and all who hang out at your base. Okay, he's still working on that window. You went to a gas station and an old woman shot at you? Shot you? Good lord. I assume you're also playing Project Zomboid or something. What game are you playing there, Spry Guy? What is this? Look, I love me some Mana Lords. Mana Lords is a great game. Matter of fact, I actually need to play it since I released the latest update. There's another guy. Good lord. The Survivor House is just overrun. Project Zomboid and a few others. Cool. But, yeah, Mana Lords is a great game there. Oh. Bad zombie. You tried to knock me over. Cool. Looks like a promising overhaul. Nice. Yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't gotten to try it out yet. You're also big into survival games? So do you play, like, Icarus at all? That's a survival game I've played a lot of. What am I looking at here? Oh. Found a metal armor recipe. Okay. Yeah, it's always good the studio willing to say this is never the full system. Just willing to rip stuff out rather than backfit it in. No, absolutely. You haven't played Icarus yet? It's an interesting game. It's a basically you start on DayZ. I've never played DayZ. I've got friends that do, and I should honestly probably try it out. So Icarus, you basically the idea is you're a prospector working for a mining company that's trying to set up prospecting claims and stuff on a planet that humanity attempted to terraform, and the terraforming went sideways, we'll say. Why is my character on edge? Nope, nope, oh, well, this might be the end here. Ah! Come on, come on. Swing in the right direction. Alright. Scratched, okay. Disinfect with alcohol wipes. Disinfect with alcohol wipes. Huh? Yep, alright. And where's my zombie? Let's tear this up. Why can I not tear that up? Okay. If I do this, can I tear it in here? Okay, I have to have it in my inventory. So to see an adrenal surge needle when you get startled makes you less accurate and stronger. Ignore stamina. Yeah, it's fair. Okay. Why are we not... Do we tear it up? What's going on here? Throw up. Rip. Come on. I need the bandages, game. Oh, these are all dirty. Eh. Alright. We'll just have to use what we've got. We gotta get the bleeding to stop. So I can see a little better. You gonna come in? Yep. There you are. More Traits mod has a journal trait in it. I wouldn't mind seeing the electrical system be more involved. Because again, I'd like to be able to set up like a whole like power grid. So for example, if I got a whole bunch of solar panels and stuff and set up a battery system, that would be what I would be all about. Doing all that to figure it out and stuff. I mean, perks for completing quests would be cool too. But then there'd have to be some way to get quests in the game. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a holster? Yes. Where? Where's my character? Like... Alright, so let's see here. Where's my holster? There we go. Nice. 45. Okay. Yeah, I want a big multi-part capstone for crafting where you convert a truck into a diesel power plant. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's just something you can take. Okay. Got some... Oh, man. So I'm going to take this revolver and these 45 rounds just because... What is this? Long-range sniping tactics. Huh. Found a book on shooting. Oh, we found an ice cream sandwich. We're going to eat all that to make our character happier. He's been in a lot of pain. He's had a rough day. There we go. Yeah, no, I'd love to see more crafting. And I'm going to look into that mod for more traits, probably in the future. I didn't want to play with this one too much because, again, it's my first time really trying mods. So I was going to look at that clean UI mod you were talking about. But I would like to see them do more with the electrical system and the plumbing systems as well. Like, clearly they're trying. And there's a lot to do in this game, already. So let's go ahead and read this real quick. Like, you strip it down to the frame and wheels, strap on. You see, that would be cool. I'd be totally down for that. Give me that kind of detail. Because you can do crazy stuff like that in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Which, again, I love the stuff you can do in that game. I just want it in a game like Project Zomboid. The body function one is pain at times, too. Yeah, I can believe that. Toss that in there. Got a lime soda. Some peanut butter. Ooh, mousetrap. I'll take the mousetrap. Got some gummy bears. Yes. Crackers. I'm just stacking up a little bit of food for my character here. Some vegetable soup. Nice. Hi, I think this is supposed to be like some of those little Debbie snacks you can get. Ooh, peanut butter. Like, I kind of want to take the lime soda with me. You know what, we're going to toss out the funnel for now. We'll take the lime soda. Take the peanut butter. 8 parallel is 80 batteries. That's about 40 amps. Which is basically a very large house. Oh, yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. Like, I was researching all that because I was thinking about putting in a solar system for my actual house at one point. Oh, do these only stack up to 2? Oh, no, that's the condition. Okay. This zombie also has an ID. Wait, they have like... They have a family photo in their What is this here? Oh, that's stuff that it can't quite fit in the panel. Interesting. I'll read that real quick to learn to make a spiked club. Interesting. Interesting. But no, I'd love to see expansions on the systems because, and clearly they're kind of setting up to do that with some of the stuff they're doing with the crafting system. All right, let's see if we can't find like a shovel. Actually, wait. So we could craft a trowel if we had a plunger. Interesting. What do we have over here? Yeah, we'll read that real quick. Ooh, annotated map. We'll read that too. Make jar of... make jar of produce is good. That'll be good for long term. Oh, good. We can learn to make sushi. This has been a good little house with lots of different recipes in it. My preferred fighting style? I tend to end up reading or favoring things like short or long blunt. Tends to be my fighting style. I've never really tried spear. And I've never really gotten into doing like blades of any sort. I tend to be like either baseball bat or crowbar, kind of is my main, depending on what I find. In this case, I'm using a wrench, so short blunt seems to be my fighting style for this particular character. How's my wrench doing? It needs some repair work soon. Let's see here. Read that too. Might as well learn to make sushi while we're here. What about you guys? What are y'all's preferred fighting styles? Can I wear these kneecaps? Can I wear it on right knee? Yeah, left knee. What is this? Shin pad. Sure, why not? Grab that. There we go. Gonna switch out these bandages to clean bandages. Short blunt, single-handed. Blade spear if I find a good one. Yeah, I can see that. Makes sense. Yeah, I like having my offhand open for different purposes. Yep. Oop, that was the wrong button. Oof. Ooh, found a lighter. Take that with us. I always want to have plenty of sources of fire in this game. There we go. And we got some clean bandages on us. Wash all clothing. Wash pipe wrench. Yeah, no, I tend to favor short blunt and one-handed weapons myself. Just My play style is what I usually end up with. Is that? What do people think about fishing in the game? Because I haven't actually gotten into a lot of fishing since 4.2 came out. I've spent way too much time at this house. Haven't tried it yet. Like, I remember when they introduced, like, spear fishing. I think it was in build 4 or 4.1. And I tried that for a while. But I don't know if spear fishing is still in for 4.2, because I haven't tried fishing in 4.2 since they've made that change update. Alright. Our goal is to find a shovel. Sorry for the noise in the background. My wife's just working on a few things around the house here. Also not sure how I feel about the aiming mechanics they've done in the game. Like, I can appreciate someone who doesn't know how to shoot struggling with hitting a target. That's fine. You have to do the mood mod now. Yeah, I'll have to try the mood mod. Come on. There we go. Lord. Those zombies wanted to fight me. Ooh, got a screwdriver. I don't have a screwdriver. I don't need this. This can go on the ground. Zombie? Where's my screwdriver? Oh, screwdriver's tall. Okay. There we go. You have to have the mood mod. No, not put in yet. Ah. Are you saying for fishing you have to have the mood mod? Or for the spearfishing? Come on, zombie. There we go. Next. Spearfishing mod. Got it. Got it. Okay. The other thing I'd like to see in the game is archery. I don't like guns being the only ranged weapon. Oh, there goes my wrench. My wrench died. So long, wrench. We knew you well. Alright. Well, I don't really want to use my axe for fighting. Another zombie with an ID. And also has an ID. Ooh, this car was unlocked. Now we got a walkie-talkie. I have seen Vane. I have not tried it yet. I have it in my games. I just haven't actually tried it. More matches. We'll take. A tote bag full of plastic bags. Alright then. Oh, the key's in this. Take that key out. Actually. Where'd the key go? I had the key. Key. Where'd you go, key? That's right there. Okay. Do I have to put it in, like, my hand? Okay, so we are out of fuel, it looks like. Okay. Alright. I watched that one play yesterday. It looked buggy since they released it. Just a cup back here. So I've been doing some research, and basically car batteries is actually impractical. You should use handheld power tool batteries. You just need 300. Huh. That's interesting. But sorry, the vein looks buggy. No, we got a whole bunch of vegetables over here. They were playing on servers. Oh. So we got a nice little vegetable stand over here. And some bread. Oh, man. This is perfect. So we're going to drink. I have some apple pie. Okay. 300 of the big heavy-duty battery packs for drills and stuff. It's interesting to know. I've never considered using those as a option for battery storage or power storage. Didn't I have a bandage? What happened to my bandage? I'm going to read this real quick just so I can get it out of my inventory. That would be interesting. You're looking at about 15% round trip loss continuous with up to 35% lost over which has discharge. Interesting. Very interesting. Grab that bandage there. Ooh. Got another trash can. Ooh, we'll take this dirty bandage as well. Actually, yeah, I don't really want to use that as a weapon. I think we're just going to have to go with the axe for now. There you go. Commercial solution to operate with a continuous loss close to 8 and loses below 20. That's not bad. Like, for something you're just building on your own, honestly. When comparing it to the commercial setups. Okay, oh, construction site down here. Maybe there'll be some tools down here. Come on, finish it off. Slightly dry mouth. Oh, does not count as... I see the problem here. Okay. I was trying to figure out why I would let my character drink there. It's apparently because he's full on food. There we got lots of planks. And wood splinters and planks. Alright. Still looking for a shovel. Empty beer can. Here, construction zombie. Come on. The other thing I'll do sometimes is, like, I'll do axe. Like, when I do, like, a lumberjack start. It's about 4 times more effective losses where the commercial threshold probably only 50% to... Okay. Alright. You have really bad load reaction conditions. The kinds of metal connectors you need to externally link those cells. It definitely looks like we're getting that shrinking inventory issue again. There's a scarecrow. That's in real life, though. Yep. Alright, so this house has this little farm plot with a scarecrow. Maybe they'll have a shovel. And a compost bin? Nice. I could get a straw hat. Compost bin. Well, it's 2% full. Can I put compost stuff in it? Do I have anything to compost? Not really. Yeah, being overloaded sucks. I'm gonna find a place for my character to, like, bed down here. That window just locked on me. Yep, result equals shrinking inventory. That part I knew. There we go. We're in. We're gonna close this up. Let's just hope there's no zombies in here. Do a quick check of the primary part of the house. No zombies. Good. Lock the door. Now I was talking about, so my inventory window over here is shrinking. It's apparently some bug with one of the mods I'm using. To make you wear comfortable clothes as part of assessing how comfortable sleeping range. It should. And I do know it actually has a discomfort system, because in my last playthrough, the character I was playing was sleeping on the floor, and he was real unhappy about it. He was very uncomfortable. Just sheets. Sheets. I also been looking for like a proper backpack to replace my current improvised backpack, basically. Lots of stuff in here. Yeah, I could totally see a system like that. Or it should totally be an option in the world settings to configure. So if you want to make a world more challenging than the base game, you could do it that way. Oh, there is a mod for that. See, there you go. Spry guy over here knowing more about the mods for us here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to close up shop for the night here and take a little break here in this house. And let's see here. That's good. Sharpness needs to be sharpened. So let's show crafting recipes. Is there a sharpen? Where's my sharpen? I don't remember how to sharpen things. Should I use some crafting recipes? Sharpen blade. Does the hatchet head have to not be on a handle? Interesting. Vegetarian gives you firearms do not count towards encumbrance for determining sleep comfort. Or veteran. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be... Yeah, there's lots of things they could do with that. Stat-wise, how am I doing? Alright, so let's remove that bandage. Alright, let's go over here. Let's watch this. I have a lot of hours on here, but I can't survive for crap. You know, that's all of us. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Where did my dirty bandage go? Oh, right. That's an adhesive bandage, doesn't count. I definitely think the inventory system's messing up like the normal crafting system. Let's do this. We're going to do that. And now let's do wash. Nope. Come on. Why is it not letting me wash these? If you're basic or see it designing subsystem like Steep is to give one micro subclass support for it and then inflict it on everybody else. Huh. Back. Now can I wash it? Nope. Where'd the bandage go? Nope. Okay. Wash. Aha! I have to have it in my hand. Apply bandage. You have to work on this inventory system. I think I'm going to switch over to that clean UI inventory you're talking about there. There we go. Alright. Now, let's put our axe back in our hand. So we have a weapon. Cool. Alright, now let's get over here and get some rest for our character. And we're going to turn off the light. We're going to experience too much pain to sleep. How much pain are we in? I'm going to have to find some painkillers, aren't I? Or, here we go. I'll take some sleeping pills. I'll have to take a look at the Tarkov UI. Because I saw it, I just didn't look at it. Alright, now. Can I sleep? Now we can sleep. There we go. Yes, we want to sleep. That's another game I haven't played, is Tarkov. I've had friends tell me I should play it. But I've never done a whole lot of the whole, like, extraction shooter thing. Turn the light on. Alright, how are our bandages looking? Got one dirty bandage, which we'll remove. There we go. There. Not surprised. So we'll bandage that with a clean bandage. You played it. It's fun. Put it up there. Put this in here. There we go. Alright, let's go clean this bandage so I have an extra one. Not worth it. It's fun. It's really good detailed. Well made. But it's also PUBG for ARMS players. Okay. Interesting. Alright. You can have the bathroom, zombie. Alright, where's my X? X! There we go. Arma. Yeah, I actually have a friend who plays a lot of Arma. Or used to, anyways. I don't know if he still does. But I've never played Arma. Ooh, that's a lot of zombies down there. Let's head up this way, as we continue our search for the shovel. Can I attach this to... I can. Put that on my left belt. And... Is there anything else I can attach to my belt? Right belt. There we go. Save some inventory space here. And Listen, PUBG are both good games. Neither of them are for everybody. Absolutely. Like, I'll never call a game, like, just bad. Ooh, that's a lot of zombies in here. Because, you know, the answer is the game just may not be for the person who you're talking to. That is a lot of zombies. And I'm stuck in the closet. Close that. They can hang out there for a bit. Like, Project Zombie is definitely not for everybody. Like, if you can't stand games where you're going to lose fairly often, you know, don't play games like Project Zomboid. You're gonna come out here and let me fight you? Same with a lot of roguelike games in general. You know, they're definitely not for everybody. For games like Dwarf Fortress, which, you know, I like games like Dwarf Fortress as well. But again, not everybody's gonna like those games. Oh my. There's several of them coming out. Oh, sure. Alright, I have to back off here. Sorry, I haven't cleared out the zombies before I can really respond to chat too much there, guys. Get one up. Okay, that's one down. Lord, these zombies. There we go. Alright, now that we fought off the zombie horde in my continuously shrinking side panel of the inventory screen there, yeah, no, kind of my rule is the game fun for me? And that's like, and I'll say, like, you know, this game is fun for me, or I don't enjoy that game. But then I also tend to enjoy more eclectic games like Dwarf Fortress, where there is, you know, it's more about learning the mechanics and stuff and things of that nature than it is about just, you know, jumping in and being strong right off the bat or whatever, you know. Don't get me wrong, there are games that I enjoy that are like that. Like, for example, I play Vampire Survivors and games similar nature to that when I just want, you know, a game to kind of chill and relax with. Nope. Oh, dang it. Now it startled me and got me, I think. Come on. Go down, please. Go down, please. You're gonna make it hard for me to treat myself. Good lord. Alright, let's see how bad this is. Laceration. Okay, bandage. Alright. Alright. A wedding veil and some underwear. Alright. I don't know what was going on in this house, but it was certainly interesting. Motion sensor. I'm not really super worried about motion sensor. What do we have on the floor here? We got a cigar. Whiskey. They're having some sort of crazy party in here.
Maybe it was a birthday party.
I don't think it was a birthday party there, bud.
Well, if somebody had a birthday.
Yeah, that muscle strain is rough too.
Don't people have birthdays in that game?
No, they don't really have birthdays in this game, but
Oh.
alright. Oh, just because I wanted to see if there was a backpack in this house. Alright, nobody in here. Nope. Got a plunger, makeup, some painkillers. Take some of those. Alright, we're going to take the painkillers with us, too. Out in here, we got some more alcohol wipes. Nice. Some more soap, which would be good. I have soap. I had soap somewhere. Let's use it. For this skill. First aid. Okay. Just look at it there for... See what it was. Alright, let's try and get some water. And we're going to go ahead and clean ourselves up. Yeah, that was a little bit of an intense fight. We're probably going to stream for about 30 more minutes, folks. Then I'm going to take a break and do some lunch with the family and hang out with the family while I get ready for my next stream, because I'm doing another stream this afternoon of Vintage Story, since we were talking about survival games. That's one I've fallen in love with recently. And by recently, I mean quite literally within like the last 6 months or so is when I discovered Vintage Story and started playing it.
But Dad thinks it's better than Minecraft.
I do think it's better than Minecraft. But that's because it checks the survival box better for me than Minecraft. Don't get me wrong. I like Minecraft. Played a lot of it. Had it for years. But
But one thing I don't like
I think
about
grab these antique presents.
creative in that game is that there's no mobs that spawn naturally, and there's no buildings that spawn naturally.
That's true, bud. Yeah, no, so if you like, if you played Minecraft, but you want Minecraft with a much more survival aspect to it, and where things take a lot more thinking out, like, for example, to make flour, you have to get into the Copper Age, and by copper I mean that's the first metal you're going to get.
There's no flour in Minecraft.
There is no flour in Minecraft, that's right. But like, to make bread, you have to make flour, and you have to make dough out of the bread, and stuff like that. Or make dough out of the flour to make all that.
Bread.
Yeah, to make bread. It's a fun game. I thoroughly enjoy it. And it's got a lot more kind of freedom in crafting than base Minecraft does. Now, a lot of the stuff you can do in Vintage Story can be modded into Minecraft. Matter of fact, Vintage Story itself started off as a set of mods being made by the guys who made Vintage Story. They were modding Minecraft and kept running into limitations with the Minecraft engine. They couldn't work out for what they wanted to do. And so they ended up making their own game engine and taking all the mod content that they had been making for Minecraft and just putting it in the game. And then making it so that anybody else who wanted to mod it could easily mod it. Like Vintage Story, one of the things I like about it is it's much more moddable than Minecraft. Now, my stream this afternoon is going to be a vanilla playthrough for just the base game. No mods. Because I'm trying to complete the entire story in a base game scenario. Oh, I found an empty plastic bottle. What's this? Anything interesting in here? Just dead rats and stuff. But I also have like a modded playthrough where I'm just playing with my kiddo that I stream occasionally. When I can convince the kiddo to play Vintage Story with me. Oh, goodness. That was almost a disaster right there. Go down. Come on, zombie. Well, I've broken the handle of my knife, or my axe. Okay, I got an axe head, which we'll take the axe head, because we can fix that up. Okay, well, we're gonna quit stealthing, because I think that the zombie knows we're here. Now I'm gonna get a new weapon. You know what? Just because it is getting close to the end of the stream here, we'll go out with a bit of a bang. What do you say? That inventory? Our character has no gun skills. So, there we go. Yeah, it keeps getting smaller. It's becoming a real problem. I'm trying to decide if this one's dead or not. There we go. I like the revolver. Revolver works well. Oh my god, this does keep getting smaller. Oh my god. Alright, give me just a second, folks. I'm gonna pause what I'm doing here for a second. We're just gonna quit to main menu and see if reloading into the game fixes that inventory system. I think that's the first time I've actually successfully killed a zombie using the, No, let's go back. What does it? Continue. That should take us right back in. Alright. Okay. That fixes it. Alright, there we go. How am I doing on my... Here. Going fine. Loaded. Alright. We do need something to drink. So, sometimes yes. Sometimes I have been having problems stomping the Zed. I eat like just a quarter of this steak. I know there's a known bug currently with the whole like push mechanic, where you're like pushing the zombies. Yeah, no, there's a whole bug right now with the pushing of the zombies, which is using the same command as the stomping. So my guess is probably related to that. I'm gonna research this real quick. Would be my guess. Like, you know, it's not properly stopping. Yeah, I know they recently pushed a fix for it. So it should be fixed now, as you're saying. But I'm wondering if there's now an issue with stomping the zombies. Or if it could be some weird mod conflict I've got going on. Yeah. As I said, since we're getting close to the end of the stream, we only got about 20 more minutes here. I am going to practice with guns a little bit. Could also be your shoe condition, I think. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I hadn't checked shoe conditions. I am just wearing sneakers. I normally try to switch over to boots, and I hadn't actually gone and found a pair of boots yet. Got some more zombies. I feel like they've improved the guns a little bit since I last tried this, but then that was also before like the latest update. There we go. Alright, so double tapping is how you deal with the zombies with the gun. Got it. We're learning. We're learning, folks. Alright, at least I am. Maybe y'all know more about the gunplay, because I almost never go guns in this. Yeah, none of these guys have hiking boots. I bet she's got boots. Yep, leveled up my reloading. Zomboid land rules, yep. Alright. Nope, she just has sneakers as well. That is a lumberjack shirt, though. I find it interesting that this revolver is a 45 ACP. Because in real life I have a 45 ACP, but it's definitely not a revolver, and I've never seen one made for 45. That's because, you know, I'm a 1911 guy. I like 1911s. I'm gonna say they're just a beautiful piece of design work. What about this guy? Sneakers? Nope, just sneakers. Wow, they're just not giving me any boots today. Oh, here we go. Maybe you have boots. Oh, hello. There we go. There's some boots. And a helmet. I'm not going to wear the helmet, though. As much armor as the helmet might give me, I'm not going to wear it. Nice, we're getting better at this. Oh, we're getting thirsty, though. We're going to have to stop and take a little drink here. We're going to drink this grape juice, because that'll make my character happy. Gonna drop it on the ground. And we're still thirsty. Yeah, the movie one has a backpack. We'll have to go get that backpack. Let's drink a quarter of that. There we go. Alright. Okay. How am I doing on ammo? We got 9 rounds left and 6 in the gun. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. That was really kind of far to get the shot off. Yeah. Alright. He said one of these had a... Was it this one? No, that one doesn't have backpack. Where was it? Zombie? Backpack zombie, where'd you go? He was going north? Okay. Nice, one shot on that one. 5 rounds left before we get into what's left in the gun. Here we go. comes one. Ah, that one's got the backpack. There he is.
But why do you need the back?
Why do you need the backpack? For inventory space, bud.
Oh.
That was a hoodie, not a backpack. Dang, that was not the backpack zombie. Nice. Headshot on the move. Alright. 7 rounds left. Alright. This house has seen some interesting times. Another hoodie zombie. Alright, 4 rounds of that left. Yep, alright. Just a hoodie? Just a hoodie. Alright, let's keep looking north for this dude. This backpack. Where'd my backpack zombie go? You'd think with all the noise I'm making, it would have stayed around. Gas can. All kinds of interesting little supplies in here. But nothing of what I'm looking for here. Oh, I got some metal snips. Those can be useful. Ah, we got a gardening tool. A tire pump. And a wrench. We will take the spade. There. And we'll also take the wrench, because why not? Let's eat. Quarter of that. And we'll drink like a quarter of that. I can't. Let's drink a quarter of this then. We're still in a little bit of pain, so we're going to take some pain meds. Alright. How we doing on ammo? We got 4 left. Now, where'd our friend go? So we got one trapped in the house there. But we got what looks like a little group up here. Let's see if it's one of these guys, zombies. Switch over to the 9. Okay. Still no backpack zombie. I'm not sure where our backpack zombies ran off to. You think with all the noise I was making, you'd come right to me, right? Yeah, he must have been moving pretty good. This is, I think, the most successful run I've had using guns at all in this game, by the way. Most of the time, when I use guns, like, I just drop too many zombies too fast. But I'm also in a smaller town than normal in the game, so I'm in Echo Creek. Let's see, your map-wise, where am I? So over here. Let's head down. Oh, there's some sort of retail and commercial over that way. Let's go that way. Let's head over towards the commercial district that we see. See if there's anything over there. As we continue hunting for a shovel. So I know some people have probably just recently joined the stream and wonder what's going on. So essentially, folks, I'm playing a little bit of modded, just a few mods. Basically, it changes how my inventory works. And the goal is to try and clear this town, as well as if we find a zombie with an ID on it, we're supposed to bury them and label their grave in some way. The problem is I've been unable to find the shovel. The closest thing I've got to a shovel right now is a little trowel I literally just found. Okay, so that one you had to triple tap. Gonna be honest, you shouldn't have to triple tap on the 9. Empty cans, empty cans, empty bottles. Must have been the party house. Here we go. Got another friend. Got that one in one hit. What about you? Yeah, it is a bit far of a shot to make. There we go. What am I doing on ammo for this guy? 3 left in the chamber. There we go. Anything on you? Nope. Now we're starting to get a little more populated area. Oh, got another. Burning through ammunition fast here. I'm gonna have to start looking for replacement weapons. Ah, here we go. This one's got a backpack. There we go. Finally found a backpack. There we go. I think we started to hit the main part of town here, folks. How are we doing on ammo here? 1. So we got like 2 left. Yep. I think we're going to clear out this little group of them that have decided to come visit. There we go. Okay, looks like we've cleared the immediate area here. Got good work boots, got the firefighter get up here, but most importantly, he's got that backpack that we want. So let's move what we can into our offhand here. Let's open that. Let's reload. Okay, and we'll put some more ammunition into this one. Basically, we're going to try and consolidate our inventory a little bit before we make the move down to our new backpack. Throw some ammunition to that. I can hear you. There you are. Alright. How we doing here? We're so good. Okay. Now, let's get this on our back. There we go. And then let's take what we can. Oh, we even got some medical supplies in there. Nice. So we'll throw these in here. So this is like a trauma bag. It's laid out a bit differently than we're used to, but that's okay. So we'll take what we got. There we go. Come on, let me finish getting all my stuff. Just want my supplies. And we'll take the car key just because we can. We'll take can opener. There we go. The rest of that we'll leave. We don't need the pliers. There we go. There we go. Alright. Character does need some water, though. Let's drink. Alright. It has been a heck of a search to get some sort of backpack. Let's see here. Alright, what about this house? Anything in here? Locked. Well, we'll continue our journey over here to the commercial district. Let's reload that. Let's just hit the R button. Alright. Because the gun will be useless to us soon without more ammunition anyways, so. We only got a few more minutes left in stream, folks, but I want to get over here to that commercial area before we call it, so I want to get over to this, see what this building is. This run has actually been a little more successful than I expected it to be. So, you know, maybe I'll bring it, maybe we'll revisit it again here in the future. Continue on with what we've been doing. If people would be interested in that. Looks like there's some sort of construction thing going on over here. Yeah, we're building a house over there or something.
Where?
I'll show you, bud. Give me a second. Wow. Couldn't make that headshot from that close. You right there, bud? You're laying the foundation for a house there. Alright. Alright. There we go. Climb in here real quick. That wasn't what I wanted. Gotta do that long hold of the E key to climb in. There we go. Throw this back in our offhand. Go. Anything in here? Some rope. Device options. Turn the volume down on that. Life living. Tune in. Superhero music. Okay. Ooh, got a first aid kit. Battery. Nothing of great value. There's some more. Oh, there's a basement down here. Dartboard. No zombies. Oh, well, we have a fully stocked bar. It's just what we wanted. Let's see here. Nothing in the fridge. Or freezer. Well, you know. If we get bitten, we know where to come to spend our last days. Yeast. Let's see here. Lots of good supplies here. Okay, yep, you're thirsty. We'll drink some water. Come on. There it is. Drink. Fill. Just fill all of that. There we go. Alright. Anything in here? Nope, nothing in there. What about in here? Some boxers and stuff. Close this window here for now. I think we'll probably spend the night in here before we continue on to our goal of the commercial district. Not the door I wanted there. There we go. Alright, so let's sleep. We're still in too much pain, aren't we? Let's take a pill. Should probably check our stuff here. Yeah, we'll sleep. No, not sleep. And what we'll do is we'll finish up getting to the commercial district, and I think we'll end the stream there. And I do want to thank you all for hanging out, talking to me about Project Zomboid, and talking about some of the mods we're experimenting with. Let's see how our injuries look before we head out. Alright, so let's disinfect that with some alcohol wipes. And remove bandage here. And we'll disinfect that too with alcohol wipes. Do we have a clean bandage? Let's do that. And what about here? We'll have to go clean a bandage real quick. Alright, let's see here. Where's my bandages? Where'd you put my dirty bandages, game? There they are. Go. Clean the bandage. And bandage. There we go. Nice. Now, where's my gun? Alright, it's in my holster. Go. Okay. Yeah, I know, you're in pain. Here, you can have a little bit of pain meds. There we go. And we're hungry. We'll eat this lovely cupcake we found. It'll make our character happier, too. There we go. Yeah, where you don't have to clean them one at a time. Normally you don't. I think that's actually a conflict between my inventory mod and the base game. Or at least it didn't used to be where you had to clean them one at a time. Wow, I got him on the first shot. Or her, I guess, actually. Yep. You coming over here to investigate as well? Another one shot. Nice. Getting better at this. Yeah, that shrinking inventory window thing's... That's a real problem with this mod. I'm definitely going to have to look at that clean UI that you were talking about there, Spry Guy. I think I might have to switch it out. Alright, where are we at map-wise? Real quick. Okay, so we just need to go down this way and over to the left. Well, this direction. Left, right, whatever you want to call it. Oh, we found the laundromat. And some more zombie friends. Should probably go back in sneak mode. Oh, dead man's click. Okay, good. Stay down that time. Up. Finally got a level of naming. Ah, that's been... Even with 3 times XP multiplier, that's been slow. Yep. How are we doing on ammo? Got one left in the chamber, and looks like 3 mags left. Let's see here. Sneakers. Nothing there. What about this one? Got a fillet knife. Which we'll take the fillet knife for now, because that could be useful later. Nothing. Alright, so where are we at map-wise, real quick? Alright, so that's the laundromat. So let's go see what this is over here. What is this? What are we looking at? Oh, it's a gas station. So let's go ahead into the gas station for a little bit. And I think I'll go, we'll say 10 more minutes. And then I really do have to go and do lunch and spend time with the family and stuff. But I do want to thank everybody for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun hanging out and chatting. And there's my kid in the background telling us to make sure we like and subscribe. Gotta love my kiddo.
And comment down below what your favorite part was.
There we go. And leave comments. I do love comments. Comments are great. Granted, this is actually live stream, so they're just chatting at me, bud.
Oh.
I will take the fishing magazine. Anything else in here of interest? Got some soap. Do I have soap somewhere? Well, if not, we do now. Toilet paper. Lots of soda. So this is actually a really good place for supplies. In case people are new to the game. That is a water bottle. There we go. Box of batteries. Fantastic. What is that? That's pineapple soda. Don't think I've ever had pineapple soda. Oh, we got some more painkillers. Good. We'll take those. Also take the alcohol wipes. Because I like to stack up on medical supplies when I can. More regular water bottles. What's this? A dehydrated meat stick. Yeah, we'll take that with us. Which actually reminds me, I should eat a piece of the steak that I cooked up before it goes bad on me. And drink. The other thing I've noticed about this inventory mod is it seems like your character doesn't automatically drink from water bottles. Anyone else notice that? Because normally in the base game you drink automatically from water bottles and stuff. Can we not access this counter? I got another lighter, which we'll take. And we'll take... Well, I don't know if I want the candle. But I will take the extra lighter. Oh man, we could check the scratch-off ticket. Can we use it? No, we'll let us scratch the scratch-off ticket. Who knows, we could have been rich in the zombie apocalypse. Alright. Let's stop messing around with that. Is there a light switch back here somewhere? It is real dark in this place. There's a light switch there. Not the one I was looking for. There's all the light switches in here. There's one. That one was on, actually. Alright. Well, we got spare parts for cars, in case we want to fix up a car. Jumpsuit, respirator. All kinds of stuff. Well, I think we'll leave it here, folks. Having secured ourselves a fairly, actually, resource-heavy place to hang out. So thank you all for joining me. This has been Talon McBron playing some Build 42 Project Zomboid. With just a couple of mods, which we're probably going to switch out. Because while I like the whole inventory system, this whole shrinking inventory menu on the right side is going to be a mess. You have a good lunch as well, Spry Guy. Or a good day. I don't know what time it is wherever you're at. But thank you all for joining me, hanging out and chit-chatting, and playing some Project Zomboid. I'll be back at 2 o'clock my time, which is 2 hours for me, basically, for my Vintage Story stream. So if you like survival games, Vintage Story is a great one to check out. I'll be doing my vanilla playthrough, where I'm trying to complete the whole storyline that's available currently, because it's still technically in early access, without any mods. And in this particular episode of Vintage Story that's coming up, I'm planning to try and get over there and complete the final step of the first bit of story, where you basically return to the guy who gives it to you and give him the item from the boss I had to defeat previously. Anyways, you all have a great one, and we'll catch you all next time, and talk to you later. So, there we go.